Hey Chemistry, Mrs. KJ here, and today I am going to go over the 1.01 semester introduction. So Unit 1, the study of chemistry. Chemistry is the study of the composition and structure of matter. Matter meaning the stuff in the universe that has mass and volume. And chemistry is also the study of how matter changes. To back up real quick, mass is comparable to weight for most of what we're doing in chemistry. Yep, weight and mass are different because weight depends on gravity. So you weigh less on the moon than you do on Earth because the moon has less gravity than Earth. But your mass would be the same here on Earth as it would be at the moon. But for the most part, especially when you're just starting out with it, thinking of mass like weight is okay. And volume, how much space something takes up. People study chemistry so they can make new products such as medicines, plastics, and fuels, and design new processes such as medical tests. People also study chemistry to figure out how and why matter changes and reacts to energy. In fact, whenever you follow a recipe, you are doing chemistry. In this unit, you will learn about matter and energy and how chemistry affects our lives. So, Lesson 1, Semester Introduction. Chemistry is the study of matter and the changes it undergoes. Welcome to chemistry, the study of matter and the changes it undergoes. As you study chemistry, you will learn that matter is composed of atoms, which combine to form new substances. Chemists have combined atoms in an almost infinite variety to produce substances that improve our lives, such as fabrics, fuels, medicines, and plastics. So the goals for this lesson: complete the Semester 1 introduction, complete the Semester Introduction student activity. Explore. Now every time you go into a lesson, you will have materials such as the student guide, and for those you actually have to click on the lesson. There is no way for me to add it as a hyperlink here within the videos. When you click on the study guide link, it will come up as a new tab in your browser. However, I usually just copy paste it then into a Word document so that I can save it and save it again into a folder so that I can find all of my notes really easily. So again, it's 1.01, the study of chemistry, talking about how chemistry is the study of the composition and structure of matter, talking about things that we're going to do over the entire unit, which is the importance of chemistry to modern society, the importance of matter and energy to the study of chemistry, distinguishing between pure substances and mixtures, using base and derived metrics units to solve problems, display proficiency in graphing, and give examples of the use of scientific method in chemistry. So just so you have an idea what's coming up in all of Unit 1. All right, and then that was the introduction paragraph that we just read, and it lists the keywords and pronunciations. I strongly suggest you make flashcards. Buy some index cards or cut apart some paper, write the term on one side, the definition on the other. If you don't like writing them, print them out and get a scissors, cut it out, and glue it on. Either way, just reading through it like I'm going to do does not help your brain remember it the same as being able to do flashcards, which is you see the word and you can give the definition without seeing it. So our keywords are chemistry, the study of matter and the changes it undergoes; stoichiometry, the study of determining the yield, or how much is produced, of chemical reactions, given the masses of some parts of the chemical equation. All right, and then the study guides always have each slide's title so that you can add notes. And during these recordings, I will write down notes that are very important for you to write down. You are welcome to just copy what I write down. You are welcome to add more. Chemistry involves the study of matter and what it is made of. Take a look at what you will study this semester. Unit 1 introduces the science of chemistry, concepts of matter, energy, the metric system, significant digits, and scientific methods. Unit 2 introduces you to the atom, including its parts and properties, atomic number, atomic mass, atomic orbitals, and electron arrangement. Unit 3 will show you how atoms and elements are organized and arranged in the periodic table, the trends in the table, and how you can use the table to predict properties of elements. The picture: water has special properties. It can be solid, liquid, or gas on Earth's surface, and when it freezes, it floats. Chemistry helps you understand the properties of water. And if you just listened to me read that and you thought, yeah, I knew that. Well, that's good. But the reason they use water as an example is because water has many unique properties and there's just a lot of other really neat chemical significance to water. So we'll be talking about water as well all semester. Unit 4 discusses how atoms combine by forming bonds of different types, principally ionic and covalent bonds. Unit 5 explores the types of reactions in which atoms combine or react to form products and how to describe these reactions with chemical equations. Unit 6 introduces stoichiometry, which lets you determine the yields or products of chemical reactions and allows you to solve problems similar to those confronting chemists in industry. And Unit 7 is a semester review and test. And yes, your semester test will cover the entire semester. The picture, chemists combine atoms to make new materials such as fertilizer, which helps farmers increase the amount of food that they can grow. Chemists invent new materials. This frying pan is coated with a plastic that prevents food from sticking to it while cooking. In 1938, chemists at DuPont combined atoms in a new way to make this non-stick plastic called Teflon. Teflon can resist many chemicals and heat. It is strong and has a nearly frictionless surface. Teflon is used in many products, including including plumbing tape, cookware, waterproof coatings, films, and bearings. To fully understand how new, useful chemicals are made from existing ones, you must understand the principles of chemistry. This semester's lessons are designed to help you achieve that goal. So Teflon is a material invented by chemists. Chemistry concepts build on each other and are related to each other. You will begin this course by studying the nature of matter so that you can understand how matter changes. Explore the concept maps to see what you'll be studying this semester and how the topics in each unit are connected. So, you know you're studying chemistry, which is the study of matter. Matter can be classified into mixtures and pure substances. If those pure substances have more than one type of atom, they're compounds. One type of atom is elements. So again, you just want to listen through this because this is all stuff we'll be covering, but it's just kind of nice to hear it ahead of time. So chemistry, the study of matter, is measured with SI or metric units, the common system, the metric system, and it's measured accurately by using significant figures. Chemistry is the study of matter made of atoms that are organized on the periodic table. They're arranged into groups based on similar properties. The periodic table is made of symbols showing average atomic mass, name, and atomic number. Atoms are made of electrons, neutrons, and protons. The number of protons equals the atomic number. The number of neutrons plus protons equals the mass number. And atoms also have structure. Atoms join through bonding, such as ionic bonds or covalent bonds, which makes them exist as molecules, and they're created during chemical reactions that are described by chemical formulas used to create yields, and the measurement for that is moles. So it's abbreviated MOL, but it's actually a mole. And chemical reactions consume reactants to form products called yields. So it all just interlays together. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to shut off my email before I started doing this recording. Course Introduction. Before you embark on your journey into matter and its changes, read a brief introduction on navigating this course's lessons and their many components. Click Course Introduction to begin. Be sure to mark the lesson complete so you can proceed to the next lesson in the course. All right, you don't have to worry about checking it off. Okay, it's just make sure you do it. If you have a piece of paper or something where you're keeping your schedule on, you can check it off. Or if you want to, you can go back into the actual class and just click the slides to get to the end in order to click it off. So this is usually what you'll see. At any time during my recordings, you can hit the pause button and of course replay anything if it helps. So the last thing is the course introduction. And I'm going to go through this. However, if you have been successful with MNVA before, go ahead and you don't have to watch this next part because it is stuff that you may have heard before. However, if you're still there, hopefully, there are a few things I want to talk about that everybody needs to hear. Okay, sorry, changed my mind again since I already said you can go, and I think some people stopped watching. So, overview, welcome to chemistry. It's a study of matter. All the lessons are online. You do not need a book. The lessons start out with a map to talk about what they're going to be about. It's important to look at that. And then to make sure you click on anything, which I'll do in the recordings, but make sure you click on and through everything so that you get all the needed information. And at the end, there's always a review. So it's good to make sure that you know all these key concepts at the end and look at the map again. We're going to skip labs because we'll talk about them later. There's a lesson resource in the bottom left corner of the lesson screens, and that pops up so you can get objectives and get the things that you need. The offline activities are going to be the labs, but we'll talk about those later. Student guides, again, like I showed you, you can go ahead and use those to take your notes. You don't have to, but they can be helpful because they give you all the vocabulary words, and it's a good way to kind of lay out your notes. There is a problem-solving book, which we will talk about in the next lesson. This book, again, is online, and it's just some questions that you can do pen and paper. The tests and quizzes are primarily multiple choice. There are part 2 tests, and those you'll be turning in to me, and we'll talk more about those when we get to them. Graded assignments. You can always look on, should go back to graded assignments. You can always look in your grade book to see an up-to-date account of where your grade is at. If you have a 0, it means that you have a late assignment and something is missing. Online discussions, we're only going to do one of those this semester, and I will talk some more about that when we get to it. So as always, if you have questions on anything, please do not hesitate to let me know. And for the rest of these notes, honestly, I'm just going to delete the rest of this because it was just to give you an overview of what you're going to be doing. And we'll start getting into more specifics in our next lesson. So if I were you, I would take this and I would just do save as and save it all in a folder of chemistry notes. Talk to you soon. Bye.